Around 500 years ago, during the late Ming dynasty, a very exclusive form of communication was born. Nushu was a simplification of the Chinese characters used only among women living in Hunan province during that period. It composed of unique characters with odd shapes that express social functions of the time. In today's China View, we find out more about the discovery of this special women-only text.
Featuring an elegantly thin and extended diamond body, the Nushu script, believed to have been used exclusively among women, was discovered in the river town border of Yongzhou County in the early 1980s. However, speculation into the existence of the script had existed for decades prior. In 1982, a researcher and scholar Gong Zhebing went to Hunan to investigate for himself.
When I was young, I remember seeing my aunt's fan, and it had its unique script on it. I leaned in close to study the characters, but still didn't understand, so I made careful notes of the scripts.
During Gong's initial research into the script, he found many of the locals were unwilling to talk about it. It had been harshly criticised and almost disappeared completely during the Cultural Revolution. People here still live in fear of openly speaking about it. But eventually he found He Jinghua, and she was willing to share what she knew of the Nushu script. Gong visited her home, and it was here that she taught him more about the symbolism of the ancient script. Showing him a handkerchief covered in the strange symbols, she explained how each of the symbols expressed difficult life experiences.
She said it had been a long time since the last use of the script, so she could not explain or pronounce every character on the handkerchief.
Gong felt like he was on the cusp of something big, so he continued with his research. He travelled to Pumei village, where he discovered Nushu song lyrics from another elderly woman, Gao Yinxian.
I asked Gao to read the text word by word and tell me the meaning. She was able to read them and explain the meaning of the words to me. She could even write her name in Nushu. The dialect was rich in tone and sound virtuous.
Through the efforts of many locals and many more scholars like Gong, the Nushu script was finally brought into the public sphere. Research shows that women of the Shaoshui Valley in Jiangyong County were the primary users of Nushu. Mothers had taught their daughters this foreign language for generations. Men were the outsiders.
In my generation, girls used Nushu to talk about their sadness and pain, so that men wouldn't know what they were talking about.
Gong believes Nushu originated in the late Ming and early Qing dynasties and says that more than 1,700 basic words can be attributed to it. 80% of the words originate from Chinese characters, and the rest come from unknown sources.
It is also Han Chinese characters, but it is written in different forms. The total number of Nushu characters is not a lot, but they can express content using a variety of ways.
Nushu was generally written on booklets, fans and handkerchiefs, and collected Nushu scripts mainly contain poetry. The themes of Nushu writings often focus on marriage, social activities and personal feelings. The unique characteristics of Nushu are a reflection of the lives and customs of the female community at the time.
According to the old local customs, women could not live with their husband after marriage, so they live apart and form a female society. Nushu was what they used to communicate the social activities in the community.
Songs written in Nushu accompanied almost every ceremony, including marriage. Also at the time, female gods were worshipped, and Nushu was used to pray to these deities at the Huashan temple.
This is the birthplace of Nushu. When we used to worship the female gods here, we would first write our wishes using Nushu script and then sing them out loudly. We would then burn the script so that the wishes would come true.
Nushu peaked during the Qing dynasty, and the Cultural Revolution inflicted severe damage on its already scarce vitality. But researchers are now hopeful that this intervention is in time to preserve this ancient and unique script.